We're now joined by head coach Chad Dawson and Jordan Miller of Loudoun Valley High School. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. And Coach, we were reminiscing a little bit before the cameras came on about how I think I was covering you at least 10, 15 years ago. And it seems like over that time you've done what a lot of successful public school coaches have done. You've kind of almost built a brand of Loudoun Valley basketball where kids want to come play there. Do you think you've been successful in that?
Well, thank you for having us, Jeremy. We really appreciate it. I do think that kids are excited about our school and our community, and also, playing Loudoun Valley basketball. We've kind of used the name Vikings Strong, and I think kids are pretty excited about that.
Most definitely. And of course, Jordan, you're one of the key guys. How fun is it to come and play for Coach Dawson and at Loudoun Valley?
It's good. The team chemistry is wonderful, and we just try to get after it. It's fun.
And most definitely, you've done a very good job of that with your nice run last year. We'll talk more about the Vikings coming up right after this.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to an all-new season of Top Plays here at AllMetSports.com and WashingtonPost.com. I'm BJ Kubarulis. All right, like the previous 3 seasons, we're continuing our exciting interactive high school basketball show, a show that allows you, parents, coaches, players, and fans, to send in your video submissions for ranking in our Top 10 style weekly show. Each week, we'll reveal the latest highlights, dunks, sweet assists, and bizarre happenings from across the region. All you gotta do is tweet me the link. I'm at BJKoob, and remember, you gotta hashtag it AllMets. You can send in your Huddle, YouTube, Vimeo, really any video link, and we'll consider it for use in the upcoming episode of Top Plays. Remember to tune in every Monday to see if your video made it at AllMetSports.com. We'll see you soon.
We're back with Coach Chad Dawson and Jordan Miller of Loudoun Valley High School. Coach, getting back into this year's team, I think you'd have to tell the story of last year's team a bit. You go undefeated into the state tournament, you fall into the quarterfinals. What was the disappointment level like, and maybe what was the build off of that coming into this year?
Well, it was very difficult. I don't think you ever completely get over it. But I think we responded well in the off season, and also, in our first game, I think we're excited to get started again from that. Last year was a great group. The good news is we have most of that group back, and they're very hungry, I think.
Yeah, you mentioned that group, and looking at the numbers, returning 6 of your top 7 scores. Is that enough firepower to kind of go farther this year?
Yeah, Trey was a great player for us. He's playing at Liberty in baseball, but the guys that replace him, whoever it is, and it's almost by committee, are very skilled offensively and very good defensively as well. So there's a lot of capability with those guys.
Yeah, you talk about some of those folks, and of course the guy next to you is one of them, Jordan Miller, Nick Ball as well. Jordan, what's it like playing with a guy like Nick, another top flight scorer like yourself?
It's good. We just try to pretty much keep the chemistry, because having a lot of top scorers on one team can sometimes lead to some players wanting to take more shots and passing the ball. But playing with them is definitely a good experience, and something every player should go through, because it's really fun.
It's worked out well for you, obviously. Coach Dawson, we talk about those two, but obviously 2 players doesn't a team make. Who are some other guys that really help make the Vikings go?
Jalen Williams, our point guard, is very strong. He does some of the intangibles, like he never turns the ball over and does a lot of the ball handling. Dominic Peterson, who's going to be a great shooter, is a great shooter. He's also a very capable defender and works really, really hard. We also have Deron Norris, who left us last year with had to get his knee cleaned up a little bit, so he's back and provides a lot of inside presence for us at 6'3". And then also Jameer Degree, who he does everything for us. He's already leads us in charges and taking and rebounding, and he just does a lot of the little things that might not necessarily be in the scorebook, but that help our team be successful.
Coach, you guys are in an interesting situation where some would say maybe you are clearing away the best team in your conference. A couple other teams compete with you. When you go into a league like that, is there ever, do you try and schedule a little bit outside the league, kind of bulk yourself up when it comes to that state championship type play?
Yes, we were fortunate enough to get selected for an invitation-only tournament in North Myrtle Beach, in the North Myrtle Beach Classic. We were also able to get, because we got a great relationship with Westfield's coach, Doug Ewell, and we were able to get a game with him. So we did try to bolster our schedule as much as we could.
Got some good teams as well. You'll be playing, of course, in county. I think a lot of folks are looking forward to that. Potomac Falls
Yes.
should be an interesting one. How excited are you getting a chance to play against Coach Hawes' crew?
Oh, that's always a great environment. We built a great relationship with them, and it's definitely a rivalry game.
You talk about great environments. You guys have one yourselves at Loudoun Valley. They call it the jungle. It's been around, I think, since I was in high school playing at rival Loudoun County. Jordan, how fun is it to play in front of a group of students and a crowd like that at Loudoun Valley?
I mean, it's great. It's fun to have a good supporting crew, and everyone out there in the jungle is looking for the best for you, and all their chants and stuff is just wonderful.
Always fun to watch a game up at Loudoun Valley, especially because of what's off the court and what's on the court. A really good basketball team. Guys, thank you so much for joining us today. You can stay up to date on high school basketball in the DMV by checking out the Prep Zone every week at DMVSTREAM.COM.